So in our last sessions, we discussed about multi-provider and cube. Okay. So now today what we are going to learn is, Open Hub destination. Okay. This topic we are going to cover today, creation of Open Hub destination and its usage. So this is one of the, one of the important concept in BW. Okay. So why it is important? Okay. So let's see why it was important. Generally, in what we learn is anything we have, if we go here, if you want to bring data into BW, it means if you want to bring data into BW means you need data we bring from different source systems. Either it may be a flat file or it may be a R3 system or it may be any other SAP system or non-SAP system. So from different parties, we will move that, we will bring data into SAP BW, correct? So in the same means some other sources we are bringing data. Similarly, if someone wants to bring data from our SAP BW into their system, then how they can get it? For example, when we want to bring data from other source systems, we are using intermediate as a data source. We will create data source and then based on the data source, we will bring data into our system. For example, if we want to bring data from a flat file into our BW, we create a flat file data source and we will, select the file and load data into our BW. If we want to bring data from a R3 system into BW, then also we go and create a data source in R3 and by using that data source, we are bringing data into BW. Now, if someone wants to take data, because in BW we have already formatted data, we can create, we already perform all the business logics and we will have the proper formatted data which is ready for the reporting. So in order to get this data from BW, one of the easiest way is Open Hub. Okay, so why easiest way is Open Hub? Because using Open Hub you can place a file. It means using Open Hub you can extract data from any of our BW provider and create a file, or you can update to the database table. Okay, so the majorly what we do is we will create files, and using this Open Hub concept, what happens is, for example, if I create a Open Hub on top of this ADSO. So let me tell one thing here. So let's say, for example, this is my Open Hub. Okay, so if I create an Open Hub on top of this ADSO, so what happens in order to bring data from ADSO into Open Hub? So I will create a transformation between the ADSO into my Open Hub. Okay, and I will create DTP. So this DTP, follows delta and full. It means so daily whatever changes are coming in your standard ADSO or a cube, whatever it may be, you can capture only the changes and create a generated file which you can provide to the third party. Okay, so it is not every time whole data you can give. You can give the latest changes also to the third party system using this Open Hub destination. Okay, so now let's go and see technically how to create Open Hub and what are the benefits here. Okay, so now I'm going to my SAP HANA Studio. You can create this Open Hub destination either from your HANA Studio, or you can from if it is BW4 HANA, then definitely we can create only from the HANA Studio. But if it is BW on HANA with 7.5 and all, so where you have SAP GUI with the RSA1 screen, then you can create this Open Hub from the GUI also. Okay, so how to create an Open Hub? Right click on info area, new Open Hub destination. Okay, this is the Open Hub destination. So now we need to provide here. So I am giving my naming convention SR underscore. Okay, Open Hub OH underscore sale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Okay, sales Open Hub. I'm giving like this. Okay, I'm not creating any template and all. If you want to create a template, means let's create like this. You see now what is the OpenHub type destination? OpenHub destination type it is asking. It is one of the star, means it is one of the mandatory option in a field you need to provide. So mostly we always go for file or third party tool, but file we are mostly always goes to. Okay. Now click on finish. So what is coming here? The OpenHub destination type is file, and then file properties. Because you selected it as a file, it is asking the file properties. What is file properties? Where exactly you want to store this file? Do you want to store this file in your local system, or you want to store this file in the application server? So what is application server here? Yeah, first let's learn about file, and then I will tell you, what is application server, what is use of it. Okay. So currently I given file, then it is asking file properties. When it is file properties, it is asking local file, file on application server, and then HDFS file. Okay. So I don't know what is HDFS, but local file, application server file, these two we will going to discuss today. But first local file. So what is local file? It means if I execute this OpenHub, it will store the file in my local system. It means in my system it will store the file. For example, someone else trying to execute this, then also because of this, property what I set it here, it will always come, set to my local system only, which which is not correct. Okay, I will show you now. So local file, and then it is asking the directory where exactly you want to store your file. So I can go to browse. I can select any of my folder from my desktop. Okay, I'm going here, and then SAP OpenHub file. I'm creating a folder and clicking on this one. So in this folder, the file will come and place. So now when it is generating a file, what type of file type? Comma separated CSV file or XML file? How it is? Text file. So I want CSV file. If it is CSV file, is it comma separated or semicolon? So yeah, let's go for semicolon separated. Let's go for it. Okay. And system code, they don't change this one. Keep it as it is. Okay. So these are the first tab. So here we have two tabs, general tab and details tab. So on the general tab, these are the important things. So on the details tab, you are going to tell which fields you are going to generate. So when I'm generating a file, it means nothing but I'm providing data in the form of file. Means data means set of columns. So which columns you are going to provide. So to get this information, first of all, you must know which on which provider you are creating this OpenHub destination. For example, if I am creating this OpenHub destination on top of an existing ADS flow, so let's check any one existing ADS flow, SR underscore CSA SL4. Okay, so do I have data here? I will go to backend and check whether I have data for this one or not. So here, and this one, let me check if I had data or not. I think it is of type cube. Yeah, cube type. Let's go for this one, standard ADS one. At this point, later I will go for the other ones. Yeah, here I have 6 records are there. Go to display active data. Yeah, so I have 6 records are there. Okay, so I will try to create my OpenHub destination on top of this ADS flow. So now for this one, what are the objects are there in this ADS flow? I need to know this. So document number, GSS item created on. Okay, so let me make a note of it here. Doc number, GSS underscore item, G created on, G material, 0 quantity, 0 unit. zero amount, zero currency. Okay, so these are the fields. Now let's try to add these fields to your OpenHub destination, because you are going to create your OpenHub destination to extract data from this ADSO and to the external world. Okay, it means to flat file. So you need to add, here it is not mandatory to add all fields from the ADSO into your OpenHub destination. But if you the file which you are generating, whichever columns you need, you can take those only. But we have less columns. I'm taking all. So add info object, top number, item, created on G material, quantity, zero unit. So when I add quantity, unit comes automatically, but better to add zero amount, zero currency. So added. So now these are the all got added to the OpenUp destination. So that's it here. Now once added this one, just activate it. So there is nothing much here. Only thing what you need to do is yeah, simply go here, mention the file type, whichever type you want, and then make sure you provide the path properly, and then add the files. So your OpenHub destination created successfully. And if you see here under your info area, there is a folder created by OpenHub destination, and you can see it. Okay. Now next, right click on the OpenHub destination, new transformation. In the transformation, you need to mention from which source you are going to bring data. So my source is a standard advanced ADS4. And what was the ADS4 name? SR underscore A SLS1. Okay, that's it. You see, automatically mapping came. Why? Because of same technical lens we are using, mapping got automatically done. Now click on activate button. So now transformation also successfully created. Refresh your OpenHub destination. Now you can see the corresponding transformation here. So next, on top of transformation, I need to create DTP. New DTP. So when you create DTP, your source and target comes automatically from the transformation. Now you see it supports both delta and full. Okay, and click on activate. I am giving delta at this point of time. Now go to execute. Click on execute button. Click on hello. Hello. Because system is asking to write file into my directory, that's why it is asking permissions. Yes. You see, done. We are done. Okay. 6 records fetched from the source, and those 6 records got updated to the OpenHub destination, added to the buffer, update ended. Okay. That's it. Now let's go into, if I go to header tab, in the header tab, I can see, transformation selections, everything is coming. That's it. Now I'm going to my folder, documents folder, SAP OpenUp destination. You see, there are 2 files got generated. Why 2 files are generated? Whenever you're opening CSV file, try to open in the notepad only, in order not to change the performance. You see, now on the first file, it is telling the timestamp, at what timestamp it was executed, the file path, and the column information of my column information of my file, and data type, length, everything it is giving. So this file is nothing but your header file. Okay, and the second file is nothing but your data file. You see, on the data file there is no header row. Important thing is there is no header row in the header file. Only it is providing the data information. So if anyone taken this this file, they don't know which column is what. Okay, so for that reason SAP is creating the header file separately. So if we provide this header file also, then they get to know, okay, first column is document number, second column is item, third column is created on, something like that. Okay, and their data type and length also they get to know. So that's why system is generating two files. Okay. So like this SAP is, when we execute OpenHub destination, in this way it is generating the file. Now what happened? Now file was generated in my local system. If someone else executed this TTP OpenHub destination, again what happens? System will try to try to generate file in my local system, which is not possible, because local system means it will ask for permission. Some other user cannot write file into my directory, okay, which is not possible because path is on my system. So next is to handle this one, SAP, what we do generally is we called a concept called application server. Okay, what is it? We called a concept called application server. What is application server? It is nothing but a shared folder, one folder in the shared drive. Okay, so for example, how it will be is shared folder. So shared folder means on the server, SAP team creates a folder, means our basis team creates a folder, and the folder will be updated in our system via this one AL11. So I am going to teach you a T code today called AL11. AL11. 1 second. So what is this? What is this AL11? AL11. So AL11 is nothing but, you see, from the system, SAP creates some shared folders. Okay, so SAP maps that folder into our system, into this T code. You see, this is the path of that folder. So data is a folder in this particular server, and the path of this folder is this one. So like this, SAP creates one shared folder and it maps into our this directory. So now what we are going to do is we can write the files into this particular folder. So the user will have access to this folder and they will fetch data from this folder. Okay. Similarly, just to explain this simply, I created this BW4 HANA training folder and I provided this sharing rights to other people to share. Correct. So in the same way, anyone from the other, whoever I share this folder, they can open it from their system and they can see all the data under this folder. In the same way, this SAP creates some folder and shared it here in the AL11. So people whoever having access to this folder, they can see all the files under this folder. Now we are going to keep our file also in these folders so they can see it. So which folder I can use now as a temporarily, which folder I can use it here. 1 minute. Data login paging. Yeah, let's use this one. Okay, data folder. If I go to this data folder, okay, so many things are there, not this one. Not this one. So 1 minute, check which one to use. So when we're working with the AL11 folder, you must know how to navigate using this folder also. Okay, so this is one folder, for example, global is one folder. Okay, if you double click on it, you will go inside of the global folder. In the global folder, again, you see there are some other folders are there. Okay, if you, for example, if I go to this ABAP, port, double click on it. So access to this file or directory is not allowed. It means this folder is there under this, which folder you see under A4H, I went to this global folder. Under global folder, I have other folders. But if we have access to this folder, then only I can log, go inside of it. When I'm trying to go inside of it, see, it is saying it is, I don't have required authorization. So I cannot go inside of it. Now I want to come back one step. If generally, if you click on the above arrow marks, you will directly go to the starting screen. Okay. So you will directly go to the starting screen. For example, you see I went to two steps, D12 log, two folders. If I click on back symbol, directly it will come to the again root folder. Okay. But if you want to go one step back instead of, um, so instead of coming back, if you want to go one step back, so one second, I will take the same example. You need to click on this double dot, or you need to click on this particular folder symbol icon. Switch to parent folder. So it will one second. Let me go to this global, and then something security. Which folder I went just now? Under data, page F12. Earlier I went to one folder, right, which is it global folder, in global folder, data folder. In data I went to these are all the folders. Okay, fine. But if you want to go one step back, you need to either click on this one or click on this double dot. It will go to one step back. But if you click on the above the screen icon, it will directly take you to the root folder. Okay, that is one thing. And whenever we place any file here, the file length, owner who placed the file, and the last changed on last, everything will come here. All the information. So now what I am going to do now is I am going to use this folder now, D12 work, to place our file. So how to do this one? So I am going to my OpenHub destination. Okay. Instead of local file, I am changing it to file on application server. Whenever I say file on application server, it will ask for the server name. So this is my server name, logical file, yes, file server name, and then directory. It will ask for directory. So we need to select the directory. 1 minute. Logical file name, no logical file name. Server path we need to provide. So yeah, browse is not enabled here. I think I need to copy this path here. Okay, in order to copy this path, I will open any one of the existing one. And then from here, Control Y, copy this path. Copy. Now come back one step. Go to your OpenHub destination. Just a second. It not copied, I guess. Copy. Control. 1 minute. I think I'm not able to, select it anything here. File. Okay. The file only. File and application server for logical file name. If I say browser. Yeah. Logical file path. I think I need to select this logical file name and then go to this logical file name means, it will ask for. Not logical file name. I think here only name of the file. It is not taking my file name. Let me click on save button once. Yeah, okay, now it came. So I went to, file and application server. I given my server name and then click on enter or save button. Then, this got enabled now. Um, then it is coming correctly. Okay. Now activate it. Okay. So once activated, then go to our DTP, refresh your open app destination, because because I created okay, I need to activate because I changed the structure, means I changed the properties of the open hub. The corresponding transformation will get inactive, so I need to reactivate my transformation. So your transformation open in somewhere place. Let me close all. So I need to reactivate my transformation. So once transformation got activated, go to DTP. DTP is also in inactive state. So you must activate DTP also. You see inactive, not executable. Now go to edit mode, activate, and then execute. But if you execute DTP, nothing will come because your DTP extraction mode is delta. Already you extracted all the data from your source now, and no new data got added to your source provider, this one. So if you execute delta, now nothing will come. Okay. So in order to do this, what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to create a new DTP. Create new DTP. So in the new DTP, I'm going to change the property of this extraction to full mode, and then activate. Click on execute. Execute. Yes. So now you see 6 records got posted, extracted, and you see 6 records got transferred to the file. It is telling the path to which file. So it went to this folder. Now if I go to my application server, refresh here. Now with today's date, you can see there is a file placed here, sr_ohcl.csv. Double click on it, you can see the data here. Okay, in this way. So this is the path, this is the file name. And similarly, as I said, as we discussed earlier, there is another file will be placed here with the header file. So can we suppress 1 minute? Let me check whether we have an option. That's it, I guess. Yeah, no other option. Okay, I hope it is clear. So this is all the concept about open hub destination. So generally, why we need open hub destination? In order to fetch data, in order to provide data to third party, system, or in order to generate a file and bring data from, SAP BW into our local hard disk, or external to the visible system. Then in those cases, we use open hub destination mainly. But SAP is giving option to bring it to database table also. Yeah, it is also one of the option. But mostly we use it for the file type. Okay, so this is all about open hub destination. I'm stopping recording.